Hey, this is Danny.
And this is Zach.
And we are from Cold Kingdom, and you are watching Tattoo.com.
Hey everybody, it's Mischievous Mel, live from Rockwell-on-Sea Music Magazine, Tattoo.com, here at Day 2 of Northern Invasion with Cold Kingdom. Woo!
Hi, I'm Danny.
And what are you in the band?
I am the singer.
She's fucking lying. She's not just the singer. Holy shit. You have more balls as a frontman on stage than most people with balls I have seen, and
that is a big compliment, girl. Thank you.
That was awesome. And you, sir?
I am Zach, and I play rhythm guitar.
I'm so excited. I'm Mel. I caused trouble. We have actually seen these guys, was it 2 years ago?
Yeah.
2 years ago, and they are out about doing their thing, and holy fuck. Seriously, you know, like, people say, oh, you know, the openers are no good. Why would I get on? Why would I come in early? Noon is not early, fucker, but you know what I'm saying, you know? Like, dust off your hangover and come out and see what. You guys, holy shit, the crowd reaction. I was really impressed. So, for those of you that don't know the music, could you explain what they can expect from a show?
Energy. A lot of energy and jumping up and down and, you know, big vocals over some good old hard rock music.
I was impressed. The energy. I mean, it was like coffee on steroids. So I was impressed.
Well, technically, we're only on 2 hours of sleep and a lot of coffee and Monster. So yeah, it's that's. I think you nailed it.
Thank you, Monster Energy, for sponsoring.
Right there.
See, product.
If you want to endorse, if you want to endorse, I mean, we're open to it.
We go through white Monsters like crazy. There's no caffeine in our blood at all. No.
Well, something's got to feel the madness in the music. Why not Monster? Right?
That's right. That's
there
right.
There you are. Okay, so, you know, you like I said, your guys' set was great, but part of what makes you guys so good is not just your sound and your stage presence. I mean, that's fucking huge, obviously. But you guys have all this awesome ink, you know? It's so visually appealing to my senses. So we're going to start ladies first, and then we'll get to you, sir.
Fair enough.
All right, so you want to tell me about your ink and who did it?
All right, so this is done by Jesse Lawson at Leviticus, and it's unfinished quite yet, but I've got this little handsome foxy guy. Fox is kind of my spirit animal here. I've got two different kinds of flowers. I've got irises and peonies. Irises are the flower of my hometown. Peonies I grow in my backyard in Minneapolis. I've got a little bit of like a sobriety compass on the back here that's unfinished, and some more floral stuff that's going down that's still unfinished here.
So you're going to color it in and make it all...
Oh yeah, it's going to be a lot brighter. Actually, I wanted to go with this kind of faded look, but I forgot how tan I get in the summer, and so little foxy guy kind of melts away, so we're going to go back in and make him pop a little bit more, put some more white on him, put some reds and blues in, make it pop a little bit more on my olivey, orangey skin.
Very awesome. And
yeah.
This is gorgeous.
Well, I just got this one done actually backstage in Reno. JoJo did it. He's out of Lake Tahoe. He goes backstage a lot in tattoos. That was freaking unreal too, because you know, here we are. We just played a show, and we were out with Shinedown, and JoJo was backstage tattooing. He did Zach's tattoos, and he can tell you about those too. But it was really cool to play a show and then get tattooed. So yeah, a little heart on my sleeve, you know, if you will. And I used to be kind of a choir girl, so this is a little bit of a Latin choral work that's probably my favorite down on my wrist too. So that's that one.
Let me just say, she just gave the choir some fucking balls. Choir kids, you are no longer...
Choir kids!
Seriously! Oh my God. You fucking... Wow. Not that you guys weren't good. You guys were amazing, but... And I did see a tree on your back.
Yeah.
Is it okay to look at your tree?
He's peeking out if I can.
You can take anything off you want. I'll even do Bum Chicka Wah if you want me to.
No, we don't need that. Okay, so... This is really...
A girl tried, right? You know?
How many people are watching me do this? Okay, so if you can see it, I've got this covering, so it kind of goes all the way down to whatever, I don't know. This is done by Kyle Malone at Leviticus. Kyle Malone actually used to tour with, he would go around with Papa Roach and do a whole bunch of tattoos backstage for them too, kind of like JoJo did. So I think they know of each other, but... Yeah, Kyle's out of Leviticus in Minneapolis as well. Great shop. I absolutely love it. And Kyle did some work on Zach too, so it's kind of like a family tattoo.
Fantastic. Well, now that you keep pointing to Zach, I'm going to let you off the hot seat.
All right.
Time for you to strip. I mean, hello, sir. How you doing?
Oh, hi. Oh, hi.
All right. tell us about this beautiful colored sleeve here.
Well, I'm gonna avoid a lot of this up here, but the entire sleeve is actually kind of a tradition to the Day of the Dead. And I've had a lot of friends and family members that passed away. So the top part of it that says cactus was actually my grandpa only had one tattoo that he would never explain to anybody, and it was just the word cactus. And so the whole thing about the cactus was that with the Day of the Dead and the sugar skull and stuff like that, just kind of want to honor the memory of my friends and family that have passed away. So that's primarily what everything, I'm still unfinished with it, but that's primarily what most of this sleeve is dedicated to.
Oh my God, I'm really emotional now, but I will have them stripped, so we're going to move on to the happy part.
All right.
But okay, so you say you're adding more. Who is your tat guy?
The guy that did this is Jay Lefty. He works out of a few different shops in Minneapolis. So he did primarily a lot of from the cap all the way down. Did pretty much the most of this sleeve. So the other work was done by a gentleman in South Dakota that ran stuff when I was 18. So
very cool.
Yeah.
And you said you're only 19. That was like last year.
Right. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, see, I'm closer to ARP than my driver's license.
There you go.
This side, that one I love. But.
Yep. So the top one is a fist coming out of a microphone. So it was actually my first tattoo when I was 18 years old. It was I was so into Rage Against the Machine and music at the time. And when I saw the microphone with the fist out of the top of it, I was like, well, hell yeah, this has got to be something that actually has to represent me. But on top of it, the Hokusai wave, Japanese traditional artwork, was something that I was super into. So the Hokusai wave kind of ties into a lot of the rest of it with the traditional koi fish and the boy riding the koi fish. That is, this all was done by Kyle Malone, like she said, at Leviticus Tattoo. So with a lot of the peony flowers and I'm really big into Japanese artwork, so that was what that was dedicated to.
What does that mean?
So when we were on the road with Shinedown, JoJo, that Danny was just talking about, I have two daughters, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, and my 4-year-old drew a picture of the family. So when I was out on the road, I'm running out of real estate as far as where I want to put tattoos, and I had this picture of the picture of the family that my daughter drew, and so I said, this is going to sound really cheesy, but will you put my family on my wrist? And so he took the picture, and we just both sat there kind of chuckling about this 4-year-old drawing that I'm getting on my wrist. But it's, to date, one of my most important tattoos that I have. So
I have heard fucking hundreds and thousands of tattoo stories. That, sir, is the best tattoo story I've ever heard. I am a mom, and I am like into ink, and oh my God.
It's now my daughter's favorite tattoos. When I came home from the tour, she said, "Can I see the picture of the family?" And so when I do this, she's got to see it every morning that she wakes up. So now she's got to draw number 3 because I've got my third daughter is being born in July, so I'll have to add to it as I go.
Oh, that's very awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I think you need to say something to your wife then. What is today?
Happy Mother's Day. I did call her first thing this morning and wake her up before the kids woke her up. So yeah, so I got to be that jackwagon that woke up my wife from having a nice Sunday morning sleep, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure she wants to hear from the jackwagon.
Yeah, right. Maybe sometime.
I saw some ink up in here. What's going on up here?
Well, I've got So have you ever seen the YouTube video of the rejected cartoons? I'm going to start with that one. So just go online and look for rejected cartoons, and there's about a 9-minute segment of this guy that draws stick figures, and it's a rejected cartoon. But one of my favorite parts of this rejected cartoon is it's a cloud that is dancing, and they're all having fun, and then eventually he starts his anus starts bleeding. And so when I was at the shop with one of my friends, Jason Wallstrom from Seawolf Tattoo, we were talking about this, and I said, wouldn't that be incredible if somebody tattooed it on their rib cage? And he said, well, what are you doing? And so that's how I ended up with this guy on my rib cage, was my anus is bleeding. But after I had kids, it's a lot of fun to try to explain to my kids. They call it popcorn. Dad, why is popcorn bleeding? Yeah, how do you explain that? But I'll get to another one that's even more difficult to explain. But Jason Wallstrom did this guy on my chest as well. So he's one of those artists that I give free rein to say, well, whatever you want to do, let's work on what you're doing. And so he had this idea, and he just said, I really want to do this. And I said, you're the artist, man. Kind of take over and do what you want. So there's that one. Do you want me to move on to my legs too?
I do.
Okay. This is the other difficult one to explain to my daughters, and I'm not even going to explain it, but I'll show you why. Yes, it is a zombie shocker. And yes, it has blood on the fingertips. I try to tell my daughters the zombie lost the finger, and that's why he's bleeding. But it's coming out of the labia too, so it's interesting. But that was another one that we were just sitting there bored out of our minds, and he said, "Why don't you sit in the chair? I would really want to do this." And I said, "Is it free?" And he said, "Yeah." Okay.
I think you are like a tattooer practitioner's dream, like an apprentice's dream. Like, here you go, just sit down and try it.
And I worked for some of these tattoo shops, so that was I was kind of their canvas, and that free tattoos. I was like, all right.
So do you give tattoos anymore?
I don't actually tattoo. I was just the bitch boy for the shop, so I did a lot of
Secretary.
the cleaning. Yeah, I answer phones and cleaning and stuff like that. But these are the only other ones that I have. And these were a lot of, we're bored, what do you got going on? And so it's that guy, and then it's that guy as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so this was done by Kyle Malone, the back part of my my calf, and then the front one was done by Jay Lefty in Minneapolis. So that's all I got.
That was awesome. All right, guys, I know we said really quick, and that was like the quickest 10 minutes of my life, but they probably are like, let me the fuck go. So this is Mischievous Mel live from Rockwell Unseen Music Magazine and Tattoo.com saying, have a great fucking day and check out Cold Kingdom when they hit a stage near you.